Okay, number 4, we got to find the set of values for k where y equals kx minus 3 intersects with this other curve, a quadratic, at 2 distinct points. So what we've got to do is we've got to cause them to intersect. So what we're going to do is we see y equals and y equals, so we're going to make the rules equal to each other. And then we're going to get the x squares, we're going to get everything on one side, make it equal to 0. Now, this is a quadratic. It's not a quadratic I can solve because it's got a k and an x. But we're going to use the discriminant because we know it's going to intersect at 2 points. And so all we've got to do is figure out what a, b, and c are, and then our discriminant at 2 distinct points has got to be greater than 0. So a in this case is 1, and b in this case is negative 9 minus k, because it's anything times x. And then c is equal to 3. So now all I'm going to do is set up my discriminant, which is b squared minus 4 times ac is greater than 0. Well, this is a binomial. I got to square it. It's going to be negative 9 squared, negative 9 times negative k doubled, and then k squared. Minus 12 is greater than 0. And then I'm going to have k squared plus 18k plus 69 is greater than 0. Now, I don't know if this is factorable or not, but it probably isn't. But keep in mind, what we've got to do is we've got to find out what k is, and this is a quadratic, and it's an inequality. And basically the steps for solving a quadratic inequality is we're going to find the x-intercepts, but then what we're going to do is we're going to draw a quick sketch. And then keep in mind our answers are either going to be between the x-intercepts or outside the intercepts. So that's where the sketch comes in handy. So in this case, I'm just going to go straight to the quadratic formula. And it's negative 18 plus or minus 18 squared minus 4 times ac, and that's going to be 69. And then all divided by 2a, that's going to be 2. So if I clean up the underside of my radical, I'm going to get the square root of 48, and that's all divided by 2. And so now what I can do is I can simplify this. 48, that's the same thing as the square root of 16 times the square root of 3. So what I can do is I can square root the 16, and I'm going to get negative 18 plus or minus 4 square root of 3. And then that's still all going to be divided by 2. And so when I divide the negative 18 and the 4 by 2, I'm going to get negative 9 plus or minus 2 square root of 2, square root of 3. So now all I've got to do is draw my sketch. I got negative 9 plus 2 square root of 3 and negative 9 minus 2 square root of 3. Well, negative 9 minus 2 square root of 3, that's going to be definitely over here in negative world. And if I take negative 9 and add 2 times square root of 3, it's still going to be in negative. And so it's going to look something like this. So in this case, x equals 0, it's on the outside, clearly on the outside. So when I plug in 0, it's going to be testing the outside. And when I get this k squared is 0 and 18k is 0, I end up with 69 is greater than 0. Well, that's true. So that means my solutions are all outside these x-intercepts. So my answers are greater than negative 9 plus 2 square root of 3 or less than negative 9 minus 2 square root of 3. And that's all there is for that one.